लाइव बोलो.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, Harsh.
Naman, are we streaming?
Yes, we are live.
Sure. So again, we are resuming this UC GBM Meet due to some network issues. Some of the UC members had dropped off, which led to uh, the quorum being dissolved. That's why we had to pause the meet for a bit. But now the network issue has been resolved, and we are all set to resume the GBM Meet.
All right. Mishra, could you go ahead with the further procedure?
Right. So, in the earlier meet, we had passed the circular for this um, the suspension guidelines. According to the guideline, if there are any questions from the members of the GPM or the Union Council, they can direct them to Mr. Lamba on his actions in the office while he was there. Are there any questions? For the members of the GBM listening in, you can use the old Google form that was circulated.
I am presenting the set form again for any question that the GPM might pose. Uh, I think if the Union Council and none of the GBM have any questions, could we move ahead with the motion?
I think if there are no questions, we can move ahead with the further proceedings with regards to the suspension motion. Mishra, could you please discuss the further proceeding?
Right, for the further proceedings, there is the requirement of a selection of a acting general secretary to fulfill the duties and responsibilities that the suspended general secretary had. So, keeping in mind that any member of the UC except the president can stand for such an election, provided that they meet the eligibility criteria in section 07 of the constitution, which essentially means that anyone in their third year of study can contest for this position of the acting general secretary. So, is there anybody who would like to stand for this position?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Yele, anyone else?
Hello. Yeah, I'd be willing to do that.
All right.
Is anyone else from the fulfilling the set criteria wanting to contest against Mr. Yellai?
I think according to 07, only LI and Aditi can stand. So if Aditi can reply in positive or negative, we could move ahead.
No, I don't want. I don't want to.
All right. So in this case, it is only Mr. Yellai who's contesting for the post. I think would the SU formally nominate Mr. Yellai as the acting general secretary in place of Mr. Harsh Lamba?
Yeah, so would a form be sent out or would a show of hands be appropriate?
Again, who is he contesting against? The Miss Aditi is not contesting. We can have a form. Just give us 1 second. We need to prepare that form.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
Are you making the form right now?
Yes, we would need an.
So please just add nota if possible now.
Yes. Just hold on 1 second.
I don't think Nota will be possible as an option.
That is the EC's purview. We will get back to you on this. Whether or not Nota should be there. Just 1 second.
Sorry for the delay, guys. There's some technical issues at our end. Just give us a minute.
Yeah, so I think with deliberation, I think we have come to the conclusion that the vote would be decided on the basis of show of hands. So yeah, Mishra, could you initiate the process?
Right. So I request the UC members to turn on their cameras. All right. So could we have a show of hands who would support the motion of having Mr. Pranav as the acting GenSec? Great. So I believe we have a majority here. So this motion is passed. Mr. Pranav Yade, you are the acting GenSec until the suspension period is annulled by the inner Union Council meet. You should refer to the guidelines presented in the on the EC website for all your specific roles and duties, as well as the Constitution. Right.
Sure. Thank you very much. I'll abide by all the rules that are mentioned for GenSec.
Also, since you are the acting general secretary now, we would request you to publish the minutes of the meet for today.
Sure, I'll do that.
All right. So, are there any other matters which the Union Council would like to raise?
अभी कैसे
Nothing from my side as of now.
करना इधर आ जा
All right. So, can we formally conclude this UC meet?
So sure, can we officially adjourn the meet then?
Is there anything left with regards to the acting general secretary and the suspension motion, Mishra?
No, I think we are done.
All right. So if there are no further motions, I think we leave it up to the president.
Sure, as none of the UC members have any more motions to raise, I think it's fair to adjourn the meeting. Do you concur?
All right. So I think this comes to the end of today's meet.
Sure. Good night. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.